It is now time to set up your team for the fast approaching Game Week 25. Hello guys and welcome back to another FPL video. Today I'm going to show to you my wildcard guide for Game Week 24. We will be setting our team for the upcoming fixtures, but we will have in mind that Game Week 25 is a double up for some teams and blank for others. We will not be using transfer for Game Week 25 if we are using the wildcard in Game Week 24, so we will have to have a maximum 3 players to put on our bench and other 3 that can replace them for Game Week 25. I will be showcasing a lot of differential players that can boost your rank, and I will be putting in the team a lot of the templates, so stay tuned until the end to see who all those players are. Today we are starting the guide from the goalkeeper's position. I've picked 2 goalkeepers here. One of them is Raya. Brentford are playing very well defensively right now. I know they have a blank in Game Week 25, but that's when Kepa will come in place. I know he has a game against Spurs as well, but Spurs are now in shambles and Kepa is making a lot of good returns FPL wise. Chelsea are not being so strong, but defensively they are becoming better and better. But other than that, Raya can play in all other games. If he misses Game Week 28 as well, Kepa can keep his place. But in Game Week 27, Raya will have a double up. It's not a very hard double up, so keeping him until then is a good choice. And he just played against Arsenal, the strongest attack in my opinion in the league, and he almost neutralized all of their threats as well as with their defense. But yeah, they considered a goal. But yeah, I'm sure that Raya can return a lot of points in the upcoming fixtures just because they're green fixtures considered the FPL ticker, and Raya is a pretty solid choice. And having 2 playing goalkeepers for the upcoming fixture where there are doubles and blanks and etc. Very important. Going into defense, I never thought that I would build such a defense. Here I have 5 players from 5 different teams, and 3 of those teams are pretty bad defensively right now. Going for the stronger guys, Zinchenko, I think he's playing very well right now. I know Arsenal are not keeping a lot of clean sheets, but he's going into some interesting positions and he can make a attacking return pretty soon, and he has a double up in Game Week 25, so going for an Arsenal player in defense is pretty essential in my opinion. The other guy here that is nailed in my opinion in all of our teams is Trippier. I know he is missing Game Week 25, but if we put him on the bench, nothing will happen, and from then on he will play each and every game week. So yeah, he's as nailed as it gets in my team. Now speaking for the other 3 guys, Kilman is the popular choice in many FPL teams for Game Week 23, and I see him being picked up for Game Week 25 as well because they have a double up. He's playing pretty good. He's nailed. He is a replacement for Bueno, who came up at halftime, but he's not nailed, not as Kilman, and you need strong and nailed players for the coming Game Week 25. The other 2 boys, Minks and Tarkovsky, Aston Villa are good, but not very good, especially defensively. They concede a lot of goals, but Minks is having an okay game in Game Week 25, so picking him is, I don't think it can hurt you. And if you pick him for Game Week 28, you can use him as well because he'll be having a game then. And the last guy here is Tarkovsky. He's having a double up as well in Game Week 25. I know Everton are not the best team to pick players from, but Sean Dyche tends to keep a lot of clean sheet with his teams, so Everton can keep here and there once in a while. I hope for at least one in Game Week 25. I know they have a game against Arsenal then, but what can we do? We cannot pick all the best players for them because we need attackers from their teams. Maybe a City defender here can be a good option, but with this cheap defense, you don't mind benching someone in some game weeks, and then you can transfer him out to pick a guy for the next double fixtures that are coming for other teams. So curing this defense was hard for me because a lot of weak players and a lot of center backs are here, but I think their teams can keep here and their clean sheets, and they can get points from just playing games, which is important in the double ups as well. And the center backs are most likely nailed all the time, so picking center backs for a double game week fixture is not such a bad thing because they are playing and you need playing players to return points from. Getting into midfield, you can already see that I've made some differential choices here. going firstly for the nailed players. Rashford is here, Odegaard is here. Those are the two best players right now. In my opinion, especially Rashford, he's scoring and returning almost every game. Odegaard, he's the engine in Arsenal's team, and if they want to win the league, you have to perform, because when he is not up to par, they're not playing very well. Saka takes his place as well. Martinelli gets substituted a lot around the 60th minute, and even though he's playing very, very well, Saka has penalties, Saka is nailed, Saka is playing 90 minutes, so putting a nailed player here is always useful. Mitoma is here. I know he will be missing game week 25, but then for game week 27 and game week 26, you have him set up. And now in game week 24, he has a good game week as well. And he's tend to return once again soon, because this game week he did not. And it's time to return again. Same. And you can put him on the bench. It's nothing to worry about it. And the last guy here is Maddison. When he returned, Leicester starts scoring goals, and he is always involved. So putting him is a very, very good choice right now, in my opinion. Even though he has hard game weeks upcoming, you can bench him. He is playing in game week 25, and then you can transfer him out if he does not perform. But he's having a mini purple patch right now, and going early on him will be very beneficial for your team. Other players that you can fit here are some Man City boys, maybe Mahrez if he keeps playing, maybe Foden if he comes back into the team, Grealish, maybe Ward-Prowse because he has a double in game week 27 and has an okay fixture in 25, some Leeds boy if you can guess who is playing and who is going to return, but in my opinion Maddison fits the place here perfectly and can be very useful for your team. Last but not least, let's discuss the forward line. Here we'll start from the differential pick, being Darwin Núñez. I think he's Mr. Miss, but I think he can return. He has a double in game week 25, and Liverpool need to come back into form, and I think when Jota, Firmino and Van Dijk return to the team, Núñez can pick up a lot of scoring opportunities. Even though the midfield is not performing very, very well, I think he can return a lot of points here and there. If he has deliveries for the ball and he keeps getting chances, he will score goals. And with all the players just avoiding him, you can get up front already and you can rack up a lot of points from him. And if he does not perform, you can always transfer him out for someone with double game week fixture in game week 27 or game week 28 when they have a blank, if Liverpool blank, but we'll see if they blank. The other two guys here are the most consistent guys in the FPLs, being forwards. That's Haaland and Kane. Kane just got destroyed against Leicester. I hope that he will return because he enjoys scoring against Leicester, but Spurs are very, very bad in some games. And Haaland is just Haaland. He is just required to be picked, in my opinion. Here the team value is 101.6 million, which is not very high. This is a value if you don't own any of the players, and I think almost all of the game owns Rashford, Haaland, and Trippier. That are the most expensive guys in the team, so you can always fit the other guys around. If you don't own such high budget, just go for other striker, maybe Watkins instead of Darwin, or pick someone else instead of Maddison, or someone instead of Mitoma, maybe Bailey, or I don't know. But for me, this is the best setup for game week 24, and going into game week 25 with it. You can always rotate with transfers after game week 25, but here we will have a lot of double game week fixtures. 3 from Arsenal, 1 from Everton, 1 from Wolves, and 1 from Liverpool. Then some other strong guys like Kane and Haaland. So I think this is a very, very good template for you to go for if you use the wildcard in game week 24. Here we have it, guys. This is my wildcard guide for game week 24. As you can see, I've used a lot of players that are not considered templates, such as Maddison, Darwin, Tarkovsky, Minks, who may be popular for the double but are not right now. I've used players like Mitoma and Rashford who are going to be benched for game week 25, but Mitoma especially used in game week 27 when he has a double up. And a lot of template players such as Saka, Odegaard, Haaland, all of them are into the team, and I hope all of my advices here helped you. If they did, please subscribe to the channel and leave a like for the video. All of your help is much appreciated. But for now, guys, I will be heading out. Bye!